It just takes like a fun spirit because these are not things that you can just buy. You have to make them. You really need like a creative environment and encouragement, which people are just so excited that it look like her. So I've got that. I mean, it's really exciting when it's not just you who's excited about something, and when you have the support of other people, which I've definitely been getting.
Antique jewelry is 100 years old and older. Is our estate jewelry, our fine jewelry. Then we go into the part of vintage jewelry, which is basically from the 20s, 40s, and 50s. Contemporary is 60s, 70s, and 80s. And in today's market, a lot of it can be worn very well together.
H.P. Lovecraft was an American author who lived in the 1890s, 1920s. And he wrote these weird tales. He was a pulp writer. And he didn't have a lot of fame in his early years, but afterwards there's a huge following behind him of people who are huge fans of his work.
Give me the gun, give me the gun, or he dies. Now, gun's on you. Do you feel that you would be fast enough to go to a holster and get a gun and shoot two before your partner or you will both be shot? It's not feasible. The situation that Carl Hettinger was in was he was bargaining for the life of his partner, and he made a split-second decision, life and death decision, that moment.
The events that transpired became known as the Onion Field murder.
Hey Chris, Ben and I are at the Natural History Museum and we just had a dinosaur encounter.
There's not many chances we get to meet a T-Rex and to look into the eyes of this creature and at least have a chance to imagine what's going through its head and what it was like when it was alive.
Gunsmoke, the first episode, was filmed right here in 1955.
September 10th, to be exact. And Matt Dillon, he's standing right here, and the bad guy's over here they're having a gunfight, and he shoots him, and he rolls over and dies right there.
Two of the co-stars of the film, Tim Quill and Danny Hicks, talk about working with director Bruce Campbell.
Bruce doesn't mind ad-libbing. He always gives you a chance.
31 longbow.
45 long slide.
Long slide.
He's a writer who goes undercover into a white supremacist group and sort of foils a plot to kill a lot of people. And because of that, he has sort of gained some clout and some notoriety.
One day, a guy came up to us. We're making an appearance somewhere. And he's standing, he's talking to us, and all of a sudden a tear starts rolling down his cheek, and he said, I went through an incredibly difficult time. I lost my mother, my wife divorced me. The only thing I had that was sane in my life was you. That meant the world, because that meant what it is that we do is not just coming in and talking and reading stories and doing characters. We're making a difference in people's lives, and I never realized that.
To many Angelenos, they're like family.
Moisture, that's the big thing. Ever since what separates us is I see a lot of, especially home cookers, where they have no moisture in their element that's smoking this meat. So you're smoking it, you're getting that beautiful ring in there, but you have no moisture whatsoever, and it's just drying it out. Especially if there's no fat content in that rib, you're gonna get a really tough rib. And it could be simple as if you're cooking on a home grill with a smoking attachment, you can get a little pan with hot water in it, or put it in a tin cup, put water in there, put it right on top of the coals, because then it's simultaneously smoking and adding moisture to your grill.
These are cards that people are welcome to write comments on, and they're leaving things behind. One of my favorite pieces is this little plastic pickle that got left behind.
I'll probably gloss his brains up a little bit more, because glossy brains are very important.
Okay, well, there you have it. She needs to gloss his brains. And now it's my turn for an extreme Hollywood horror makeup transformation.
Here with Amber Lancaster, she's one of the judges for this race today. Amber, what are you looking for? What's the #1 quality you're looking for today?
Well, I'm really looking for originality. And there is a ton of it here today. I had no idea what I was getting myself into. This is a really tough job.
It really is. There's so much different things. I mean, I'm looking at a crazy looking hot dog right now. We just talked to Angry Birds. I mean, do you have a favorite?
I mean, Angry Birds is one of my favorites for sure. Don't tell them.
Well, thanks for joining us on this antique jewelry adventure. I'm Jerry Reeder. And remember, as Mark Twain once said, is better to have old secondhand diamonds than none at all. We'll see you next time.